What are your plans this weekend? If you are at all like me, then you might be planning for a half a day or a day out, either with your family and friends, to explore around. I am Katerina George, Romanian writer and journalist in the UK. Today I've come back to the old Leicester train station with my partner Adrian and the kids to take part in the Goods Trains Gala. It is the 12th of May, and with a family pass we can see the goods trains from different ages. Also, we can take the old trains around from one station to the other, stop everywhere and explore and look around. If you are in the Midlands, or if you visit the Midlands, they have these type of gala events here all the time. So look on the Great Central Rail Line website and you can find out a little bit more. But until then, come with me and I will show you around. Last summer we did the Leicester Old Train Station to Loughborough on a train and spent a little bit of time there visiting the museum, and I have a vlog from then too. We only went one time up and just back, and today we're going to stop in all the different stations and it's so exciting. What are these, Dominic? Are they like old-style tractors?
Yeah, they're basically like functionally equivalent to them, but they're steam powered, obviously. There's a steam roller, so
Yeah?
for like roadworks and stuff.
Oh wow! Each of these has its own specific noise. It's a little bit like the symphony of steam tractors. In this second station from Leicester to Loughborough on this historical line, they also have today like an old cars, vintage cars and steam tractors exhibition. These exhibitions are quite regular around England and the UK as far as I'm aware, and if you come and visit from another country, maybe you're not so used to this type of events. As I wasn't when I first moved to England, I didn't know about these vintage car owners who sometimes get together in a club and they attend regular events such as this one, displaying their well-kept and quite expensive to keep cars. It's a big train model with stations and all sorts, and cows and some cow herders and what
Dinosaurs.
dinosaurs were.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The vintage W.H. Smiths here in Loughborough. Loughborough is the biggest station today on this historical train line. We've been here for about 3 hours now and it feels like we've done and seen so much. Quite a number of steam engines, the steam tractors, the vintage cars. And we took a train from station to station from Leicester to Loughborough. And we are here now at the end of this historical line as it is today in Loughborough. We have here a vintage fair as well, and the nice cafe bar with sandwiches and everything. They also have a museum here, which I mentioned in my first vlog when we visited the train line last year. Today they have guided tours around because it's a special event, and they tend to do this at all the galas that they hold around here. Dominic, we are just for about 50 minutes here in Loughborough before taking the last train back to Leicester. And you know a lot about steam engines because you're passionate about railways and all of that. I just look at them and admire them, but I don't know that much. But you told me that most of the trains we've been on today had engines of a certain type that you know that were similar. So would you like to tell me, please?
Well, for about half of the journey we've done so far, we were on Black 5.
Yeah.
So this was a very common type of engine. They built about 800 of them for the LMS, and then they built about 200 of a different variation of the Black 5 for BR. So we were on the British Rails one. So basically, the Black 5, the 5 stands for 5 power. So it's a mid-power engine because it goes from 0 to 9. But that means it's also quite a fast engine.
Okay,
so,
like what type of speed are we talking about?
Well, we max speed about 80 miles an hour. But it's, they could do a pretty good turn speeds. But so they are mixed traffic, so they could get by doing goods, or they could follow pretty good passenger service as well.
Okay, and what time of an age are we talking about?
Well, the first ones were in 1934. And the particular one we were aiming is, I think, 1956.
Yep. So that was practically a quite good speed for the age.
Yes.
They were used in. Yeah. Also, we saw that train in Corn and Wood House, the name of the station. The one that I know was quite spectacular with the steam.
Yes.
And what about that one?
Well, that's an 8er, so that's actually very similar to the Black 5, but it basically had smaller but more wheels, so that meant it had a higher traffic effort, but it was a bit slower. And that specific one we saw, it had just come back into service after a very long overhaul, so that's quite exciting.
Okay, yeah, that's great. What else caught your attention today? Because I know I like the steam tractors and some of the vintage cars, but what else caught your attention today?
When we were at Cornwall Wood House, there was the travelling post office, which was very interesting. So it was like the sort of mobile sorting office. So it's like a railway carriage where they can sort mail and they can pick it up and drop it off without stopping the train. So it's very useful and interesting.
Absolutely.
So it's all in use from the 1840s, 1830s, all the way up till the 1970s.
Yep, and I understand that now we can go and look at the trains or engines shed here as well. Yeah, so that's the next thing on the list. Brilliant.
Okay.
Look at these wheels. They are taller than me. Oh my God.
The fireman on the footplate opens and closes these doors here, which which cuts out, reduces the amount of air that comes in, so you can make the fire slow down or really burn intensely. And the railway was looking like that.
We are now going to catch the train for the last time from Loughborough back to Leicester. After exploring the shed here, we had a wonderful day experiencing each of the stations and learning about all of these steam engines. Of course, Dominic knows the most because he's the most passionate about them out of us all as a family. I can only recommend you the experience, and I will now wrap up my vlog, not before reminding you to subscribe to my channel. Until next time, ciao for now.